After Effects file. I'm just going to show you the end goal, and then you can see how we make it. So 7 billion logo, lead producer's name, St. John's School, Vancouver, BC, creative title, running time, and it fades out, and it lasts for 10 seconds, and then my video will start. This is as part of the contest rules. They need this file. So what we're going to do is create this. So I'm going to close this. The first thing you need to do is make a folder and call it your file project. So in here I have so far my audio I downloaded for the video. I have the logo, which I found by going on Firefox and grabbing World of 7 Billion. World of 7 Billion and locating the logo and saving it to my file. And then I'm going to create this After Effects file. So to create the file, I have to open up After Effects. So I go to the AE. There's one that says Render Engine and one that doesn't. Yours will say CS6. Just double click that. And we're going to make a new composition for our video file. The composition needs to be the 60 seconds of the video plus the 10-second title screen as per contest requirements. So we'll make a composition of 1 minute and 10 seconds, which will be the 70 seconds total. Yours will open a little bit different than mine because I am on the cloud at home, but you're on CS6. And so I'm going to go to File, New Composition. So you'll see New Composition. This is what we're making. The contest, as per listed in the book, asks for a high def file, but not at the high def size. So just 720, 29.97, 25, these represent your frames per second. Originally, frames were done in 24 per second in old school video film. Now, depending on your camera, you get a different range. You can say OK to either, and it will amend as needed. This is your duration of the clip. 1 hour, how many minutes, how many seconds, how many milliseconds. So we want 0 hours, 1 minute, 10 seconds, 0 milliseconds. Background color, I like working as black as a negative space, but you can choose any color you so wish. And you hit OK. It creates this file. Your files will be here, your video will be here, all your layers involved, and then the duration of your clip going from 0 to 10. To zoom in, you go from small mountain to big mountain. It zooms into your frames per second. To move your time indicator, you click the little guitar pick linking thing and you drag it to see where you're at in time from 0 to the end. We're going to import in our clip, which is our logo that we saved to that folder. And we are going to save this file to that folder too. I've already saved mine, so I'm not going to resave it. But you're going to save it as your video file. I named it video file because if you have different people working on this, they're going to know that that's the video file. Sometimes easy to note. And then you'll save it there. I'm going to hit cancel because I already have my final one saved. So your logo is now here. It's not in your movie. To get it to your movie, you're not dragging it so much here as you're dragging it to your timeline. This will allow it to appear centered in the clip. As it doesn't have a length, it's a static image, it's not audio or video, it goes for the whole duration of the clip. To change that so it's not there for 70 seconds, you just see the area and you get these little arrows that lets you click and compress the clip. I'm going to move my time indicator to 10 seconds and zoom in to make sure that I'm right at 10 seconds and my clip is right to 10 seconds. And taking that extra second to zoom in will save you lots of headache later on. So now my clip is there for 10 seconds. To locate it, I can move it. I can change the size. I don't like working that way as it kind of sometimes stretches really easily. So I usually open up this little arrow, which lets me transform it, to scale it, to move the location of it. I like working on the actual measurements. It's very static and linear, but it's very effective. We're going to add a fade in. So I'm moving my time indicator to 0 seconds. 60 seconds. And I'm going to turn my stopwatch on. The stopwatch makes an effect recording. If I do all these amazing effects and then I turn off the stopwatch, the effects go away. So here I say start at 0 and then move the time ahead and be 100. The computer automatically stitches in the difference. And even if I made that go faster, I could just click on a diamond and move it ahead, and it would happen faster. If I make the diamond go over a layer, take longer. But again, if I delete this, turn the stopwatch off, everything goes away. So if you want the effect to stay, leave the stopwatch on. I'm just going to make another recording to fade it out. And then it goes from nothing, fades in, plays for 9 and a bit seconds, then fades out for a second, and then I have that 10-second slide that the contest was looking for. Done. Next up, text. Your text is going in your layers here too, so you're going to Control-click, right-click, create a new text layer. I click this negative space here because these are my layers. It says, what do you want to type? I'm going to have my lead producer's name. You're only choosing one person's name as per contest rules. Decide who is going to be the lead producer amongst yourself, but only one person's name can be there as per the rules. You must also say where you're from. So we are from St. John's School, in case you didn't know, and it's located in Vancouver, BC. We also must say the project title name. Please make a nice, interesting name. Creative name. And you must say the running time of your clip is 60 seconds. And if it's shorter, we'll change that, but it can't be longer. Hello. There we go. To change your font, highlight it, and go to your character menu. If you don't see the character menu, go Window, Character. Okay, Command 6 is the shortcut. It'll pop up right here. You can change the color. You can change the size by dragging it. And you can change the font by simply going through all those fonts. Moonflower's one of my favorites, so I'm going to stick to Moonflower. And then I find that this often works very counterintuitive, so I don't know why. So I'm just going to use the space bar to create the balance that I'm looking for. Maybe that's just me. And then when you're done, you'll notice that this, just like your picture, has no timeline. So it's going to be the same time as your video composition, which is way too long. So we're going to change that. There you go. Voila. And there is my clip. So right now it goes for the entire minute set 10 seconds. So I'm going to zoom out, compress this again to 10 seconds. So I'm going to move to the 10 seconds area and then move my time indicator, zoom in, make sure I'm right at that 10-second marker. Voila. And I can zoom back out. So I have my clip. It's there for 10 seconds. Now I could choose to do the same deal and create a fade in by opening my drop down, opening my transform, turning on my stopwatch to 0, moving my time indicator ahead a second, and fading in. And I can do the same thing at the end. We have to just change the degree. It could be 99.9. It just has to be another number. And the reason we have a number so it doesn't fade slowly out from the very beginning. Another thing we can do that's really cool, and why I really like After Effects, is if I move my time indicator to just before the full opacity, I'm going to make an animation on it. All I do is I select the layer, and I know it's selected because it gets highlighted. And I go up to Animate, Browse Presets. It's going to open up this new program called Adobe Bridge. The reason all your presets are saved in Adobe Bridge is because they require a lot of RAM, and so to have it running the whole time would be very ineffective use of a computer. So I have a text, so I'm going to use the text folder. Lots of different options. Miscellaneous is good if you don't know what you want to do. I want it to animate in So it's going to start from nothing and appear. So how this works is you click once. It's slow. Mine's going to be even slower because I'm recording this, so it's requiring a lot of RAM. But when you click once, in your preview, you will eventually see what the effect does. When you click twice, it actually applies the effect and takes you back to After Effects and closes the bridge. So I'm just going to double click and try and get out of the bridge because it's going to require way too much RAM. Mouse battery low. Thank you. So I'm just going to double click and it will eventually take me back into After Effects. I'm recording, as you can kind of see there's stuff on there, so it's really slow. But when you double click, it will close this and you'll see the effect automatically applied to here. I'm going to try and give it a second, or I might have to stop the recording for it to apply, but it will take you back. That's all you need to do today, is you just need to have the animation of fading in. There's your text, fading out. So again, you need your lead producer's name, one person, St. John's School, Vancouver, BC, your project name, and then the running time, 60 seconds. We will adjust that at the end when we know the running time. Then right at 10 seconds to the end is where your video itself will be the 60 seconds of playtime. I don't know if I can add the bridge with my recording, so when you double click, you will see it. I'm sorry I can't show it to you. I'm just going to hit stop and upload this.